generosity, and just being one of the biggest supporters for chess. And I would like to bring up to the stage Miss LaRonda McCann. I don't know if the next person is going to be here, I'm sorry, but is Christine Prevost here? Well, let me tell you what, the reason I want to announce her and her husband, David Prevost, they were part of the docents here, Christine, and they heard my speech and Ms. Martinez's speech, and they were moved, and she said, I'm going to make a donation. And I'm thinking, okay, $100, $50, $25,000. For those of you who went to the Queen City Classic, and if you notice, we had 3 big, beautiful, pretty buses. That was because of them. These extraordinary, nicest awards are because of that. So I wanted to at least acknowledge them. Now, the next thing, and normally I don't speak at events, and most of you know this, but the reason I'm speaking today is because I and the club lost someone very dear to me and to our kids about a month ago. One of my former students, Tavante Tyler, called me on a Saturday and said, Coach, we lost Jamonte. And I was stunned. And I asked him to repeat that. And he did. And it took a minute for it to settle in. So tonight what we're going to do is we're going to honor him. And I've asked his family to show up tonight. And I want to talk a little bit about him. First, I want to talk about how I met him. I met him about 15 years ago right here in this museum. In Kresge Court, for those of you who know where Kresge is. And he used to come and play with us all the time. And back then, there was a lot of Duffield kids. He bonded with our Duffield kids. And he would always say, Coach. And he was a real little guy. He would say, Coach, I'm coming to Duffield. And I said, okay, kid, okay. Coach, I'm coming every month. For years, he would say this. Never really believed him because it was always just him. And one day, and I'm going to fast forward a few years after that, I'm at Duffield, and I was a math teacher, and I'm teaching, X squared over this, that, I'm doing my thing. And I would look on my peripheral, and I said, Jamonte? And he's standing, and you got to remember those big wood doors, and he's standing there and just had the prettiest grin, as if to say, I arrived. And when I said Jamonte, the class realized that it was him, and they all jumped up and just mugged him because they were used to playing with him here at the DIA. So I want to tell you one quick story about him while he was at Duffield. I used to have chess during my lunch hours. And one particular day, I see this big, huge crowd in my room. So I knew it wasn't a fight because it was too quiet. And the kids were just standing there patiently, and it was a crowd. So of course, I'm looking like, what's going on? So I walk between the crowd, and he's sitting there with a bag full of candy everywhere and a pile full of money right here. I said, what's going on? He said, Coach, I'm selling some candy. This is how I make my money. I said, you can't be selling candy during the day. I said, kids are going to be crazy by the end of the day. And so, put the candy away, the very next day, lunchtime, no problem. Everybody's playing chess. That next day at practice, at the end of practice, I see a big crowd. So what do? I weave my way through the crowd. I said, what are you doing, Jamonte? And he looks at me, he says, well, Coach, you said I can't do it during the day, so I'm doing it after practice. All I could do was shake my head. So I have a lot of stories, but those are just the 2 stories I want to leave you with. He was a very special player. And the kids put a video on with the help of Miss Martinez. And I'd like for you to give her a round of applause for that. Wow. And today is her birthday.
Happy birthday, baby!
All right, so we're going to cue the video, and I would like for all the kids that participated in this video, if you're here, to come on up, including Joseph Herbert, please.
Joseph! Oh my God!
So please listen carefully.
Hey, babies.
I have a lot of memories of Jamonte. He was a good guy, very good chess player, good friend, very supportive.
Traveled to Tennessee, we got our own hotels. And I just remember when we rushed on one day, a light-skinned kid came flying through the air. And I didn't know Jamonte that well at the time. I just felt the elbow. Yes, I look up, holding my jaw, like, we just hit me in the face. I look over, tiny little kid smiling. That's how he came into, like, you know, our lives.
Jamonte was like that friend that would point out what you was doing wrong, beat you down for it, but then it would help you get better.
You know, Jamonte being lacking in size, of course we had to take up for him. I mean, he's like a little brother to me, so if you picked on him, well, you had to answer to the crew. I mean, that's just how it went, because we stuck together. And, you know, Jamonte, I don't know if you've seen him, I mean, he's kind of a big guy, so I don't know why you even tried it.
Like, our chess team was so huge, you know, like we were all, like, literally in the same class, like, the entire experience.
Jamonte was like one of those brothers that you never worried if he was in trouble. Like, he always came through for you, like, no matter what. I've seen him give his last to, like, homeless people, to friends. He'll let you borrow whatever, like, if you need a chess pot, chessboard. If you're struggling with the game, he'll come over and help you, go over the game with you. He was just a very helpful person.
Tough opponent. I remember the first time I sat in front of him, he beat me. And ever since then, I've been trying to, you know, beat him and stuff like that. We went back and forth.
So I made it a personal mission to play him as much as I could all the time and destroy him. Every tournament we went to, when we had to get hotel rooms, he was always my roommate. He didn't complain. He just said the pieces of that beat. We were actually coming back from the Nationals in Nashville, Tennessee. And at the time we were in high school, kids get rubbish kids. So somebody said, oh, I have a bottle of lotion and people are sleeping. Let's slap people's faces with lotion and take pictures of them.
You know, if you fell asleep on the bus and you went, that was it. You went up with lotion on your face.
He wasn't on our team at first.
Right.
You know, we would see him there, and he would always be like, oh, you know, we had our little bats with Bates and Fisher and things like that, and he was like, I'm gonna go over there, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was so devastated that they lost, you know, and he just couldn't believe it. And he just ended up transferring. I was up in high school, we just didn't believe him, and we just found him all the time. We found him all the time, and he ended up coming, and he was just like immediate, like, it was immediate, like, the picture was immediate.
He was also my bug house partner too. He used to crush those like everywhere. He was the bug house group. He built this game off playing others. That's why he played so many games. He was one of the only kids I seen that never turned down a challenge ever. No matter who challenged him, he did not ever tell you, you say you want to your chest. He don't be like, no, let's go get some girls, let's go party.
Littlest person,
let's play chess.
biggest heart out of everybody.
Biggest heart. Period.
Smallest person.
Not scared of nothing. Period.
He was fearless. That's how his attitude was with anything with chess. Didn't matter his stature. That's how I remember Demonte. That's how I got introduced to Demonte.
The way I met him, it was funny because he was on your team and he played first board, and I just thought all my first boards was just solid. Man, he played my first board, beat him. He played my second first board, and he beat her. Now she haven't lost the game, but
I used to be nervous, as a first board, like when I was down there. And then Demonte, one thing about him, he was always fearless. So that's one thing he taught me, like growing up. It was like, as far as courage and stuff like that. And yeah, also for him, that's one thing I always take from Demonte. His courage. How he, face things head on. That's how he was. From the day I met him, he jumped off that bed.
I still haven't gone with the group.
Demonte, I love you, man. I miss you. Chess team, chess family misses you. You were always a good guy. And this isn't the end, this isn't goodbye. This is just, we'll see you later. We'll be here, we'll link up again, we'll play chess for eternity.
I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you got a good understanding of how and why we loved him so much. And I thank Ms. Martinez because it was a last-minute thing that we did, and as you can see, it turned out well. I want to real quick invite the family up to the stage for a picture with all of his teammates who helped put the video together, and we have a little gift for you.
Tape, finish taping that.
Okay. It's already on. Okay.
Tighten it up a little bit.
I'd like to make a brief announcement while we're going through pictures. So parents, during the ceremony, we do have our official photographer. Feel free to take photos at your chair, your respective chairs, but don't come up to the front. We would like to keep this area clear just so we can have a flow of the ceremony. The pictures will be published. He said that we will have them tomorrow.
Wow.
That was nice, right? That was like, yes.
Okay, I'm going to, we gotta move the program along, so I'm going to bring up a former student from Duffield, Cass Tech, Wayne State University. And she's going to
Joseph.
introduce our guest
How grown up
speaker.
you are.
Her name is Miss Demetria Wilson.
Hey. Hi, Demetri.
My name is Demetria Wilson. I'm a former student of Duffield in Cass. I've been playing chess
Go Duffield.
for 15 years. When it first started, we never had anything like this, but it's a good thing to see. I just wanted to take the time to introduce Divine Giselle Croxton and to give you some insight about him. He is a positive product of Detroit, Michigan. He grew up on Detroit's west side and attended Detroit Public Schools. His introduction into the chess world began during the 6th grade at Ludington Magnet Middle School. It was here under the tutelage of Coach Van Rick and Coach Parker where his passion for chess would be cultivated. He quickly rose to ranks to play among the top 5 players of his school, and by the 8th grade, he was the captain of his team. Next, he would transition to Cass Technical High School under Coach Glenn Burnett. Within these years, he received numerous bronze, silver, and gold medals on the local and state levels, and led his team to win the 13th in the nation at Nationals. Also, during his year, he was a member of Detroit City Chess Club, playing chess on Friday nights at the DIA or playing in finals against grandmasters. He graduated from Cass with 3.4 GPA and went to Michigan State University on a full tuition scholarship. He then joined Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity and became published in informal STEM education research and eventually graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in physics with a concentration in computer science. He currently serves as an educational program coordinator for the Information Technology Empowerment Center based in Lansing, Michigan, where he mentors and brings STEM education to the disadvantaged youth of Lansing School District. His long-term goal is to own his own engineering firm and create technology that will make life more convenient on a global scale. Without further ado, please bring your attention to my former teammate, Mr. Divine Captain Croxton.
Good evening. I would like to first extend my thanks and gratitude to Coach Kevin Fight for offering me this great opportunity, the sponsors of this wonderful event, and all of the tremendous parents and children in attendance, because without you all, none of this would be possible. I will not be before you very long, but it is my intention to leave you with some profound words of encouragement. Today, we commemorate the excellence of our youth, the leaders of today and tomorrow. I say today because, as with chess, age is no boundary on your potential for success. Within each and every one of you is a strong leader who will go on to make incredible contributions to the world. I can recall when I sat in your very seats, hopeful of the future and extremely proud of my accomplishments. It truly feels amazing to be rewarded for all of your hard work, all of the countless hours of practice, all of the chess puzzles you have solved, and the numerous games you played amongst your friends and rivals. Chess has a wonderful way of showing you what type of person you are. Whether you thrive under the time pressures of blitz chess, shine with your abilities to calculate difficult tactics, or show unbreakable patience under long time controls. Chess also challenges your ability to make decisions, your teamwork, and your self-confidence. I cannot think of any other game that can do all of that. No wonder they say life is a game of chess. If the world is one big chessboard, then each of you are a very unique chess piece. Therefore, it is your obligation to become as strong of a piece as possible and put yourselves in the best position for the greater good. Regardless of whatever your personal talents may be, never forget that all of you are kings and queens. You are royalty, and you should carry yourself as such. Do not shy away from your God-given talents, because rooted in these talents is your purpose in life. When looking at their personal talents, some may ask, but will this make me enough money? My response to this would be, is there a price tag on your happiness? I challenge you all to do more than just exist. You should live and live life abundantly. To the parents here today, I also hope you are listening because all of these words also apply to you. Success does not have a time limit or an age limit. The time for you to put your dreams into action is today. There are countless stories of so-called late bloomers. For example, how about Harry Bernstein, a man who wrote his famous book, The Invisible Wall, at the age of 93, was published at the age of 96 and lived to be 101. Or how about Gladys Burrow, who ran her first marathon at the tender age of 82. Moral of the story, it's never too late. I would also like to take my hat off to the parents here today because it is through your sacrifice, diligence, and your guidance that all of your children are here where they are today. Lastly, I would like to encourage you not to shy away from failure. Through failure, there is growth. Success lies on the other side of a bad situation as long as you are willing to weather the storm. Keep in mind that Michael Jordan didn't make his high school basketball team the first time he tried. Oprah Winfrey's first boss told her that she was too emotional and not fit for television. And Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper company for not being creative enough. The common theme here is that none of them allowed others to deter them from their dreams, and neither should you. With that being said, I hope that all of you take these words and make the rest of your life the best of your life. Thank you and congratulations on making
Okay, now I'm going to introduce two students that will be introducing all of the All-City, the 2018 All-City Chess Awardees. I'm going to bring up, and I want them to walk up now if you could, Bria Green, who is a DCC alumni and graduate of Bowling Green State University, and Andre Thorne, who is also a DCC alumni and a senior at Alabama A&M University.
Good afternoon. I'm going to be sitting through most of my presentation. I had a little accident at work, so my foot's a little bit injured. So I'm going to be sitting through half of my reading of the speeches. But my name is Bria Green. I started playing chess about 15 years ago with the original chess team at Duffield. I went to Cass Tech. I placed 25th in the nation in 2005. Byron, my twin brother, he was best friends with Jumonte all through, up until just now. And he's spent weekends at our house. The funny, cool story story about Jamonte. Me and him were competing for first and second board, and we were playing against Bates, which is like our top school, our top rival school, and their first and second board wanted to win the match. So me and Jamonte and their first and second board were going back and forth switching seats to try and keep who would win who. So whenever their first board would get up and move the second board, I would get up and move the first board, and we just kept going back and forth for about 5 minutes. And then the referee came and broke it up. But me and Jamonte spent a lot of time together, and I'm very, very sorry. And I pray that he rests in peace. But I later, after graduating from Cass Tech, I went to Bowling Green State University, as Mr. Fife said. I have my bachelor's degree in education. I've taught middle school in Ohio, and I currently work at a small college in Ohio.
Oh, baby! You go, girl! You go, girl!
I'll hand it over to our other MC.
Good evening. I can get one more good evening.
Good evening!
My name is Andre Dorn. I'm currently a senior at Alabama A&M University. I began playing chess in 2007 at Cornerstone Record, where I met Mr. Fife. Mr. Fife was actually my math and social studies teacher before he became my chess coach. 2008, I went to Ludden Magnet Middle School, where I became first in the nation for K through 9 in rating. With all I learned in chess, you know, it's great to just see this organization still standing. It's great to see the kids keeping this club #1. And it's also great just to be a part of this organization and a part of this club. I did it at a young age. I made that decision to do that. I mean, y'all can tell I'm pretty tall. So you thought I would have played basketball when I was in middle school, but I didn't. I played chess.
All right, baby. A thinker! A thinker!
You know, we all speaking about him. I also met him, you know, kind of tall and he was kind of short. So when I'm going here, he's always jump on me. I told him around. But that was my guy, you know. But with this being said, I'm going to hand this over to Bria. We can get over to the awards. We can turn this up, okay?
All right.
One second. Yes. All righty, can we have all the honorable mentions who received an award? You should all have your medals with you. Could you come down to the front and you're going to take a group picture and receive your certificates. So all the honorable mentions, yep, you can come down to the front and come down to the stage.
Start having these award ceremonies, we're gonna start showing up. Watch these, baby. We helped start this. Look at what all we helped create. We helped this. We started this from the beginning. It wasn't called Detroit Chess Club. Now look how it's grown.
Big round of applause for our
Yeah, yeah! Yeah, yeah!
Donovan, open your book, open your, yeah.
Oh no. Can you finish videotaping it? Why? Where your phone at?
I'm not gonna. It's gonna be like almost 2 hours long. It's gonna be like almost 2 hours long.
Well, at least got 30 minutes of it. Then we can trade off and you can get the rest. They might be still talking about you. I tell you, I want it all. You just I can finish taping it. Let's tape all of it. It's a beautiful thing. I know you only believe in taping your baby.
They give me a copy of it. I'm getting a copy of it, so I ain't really.
Yeah.
Excuse me, while they're taking a picture, I want to say this. Please try to stay for the end because we're going to take a picture, a group picture, either in the front of the DIA or the back, the entire team with all the awards. So please try to stay.
That's beautiful. That's nice.
Don't cover your face.
All right.
And then we will get to the 2018 second team All-City Primary Chess Team.